Hello, everyone. So, another day, another race bait. Nelson Mandela's granddaughter calls on royal family to pay reparations for colonialism. Colonialism. There it is. Words, man. Words. So, why in the hell would they do that? I just don't like, you imagine how many people they have to pay? They ain't doing it. You're out of your mind. And who are you? You the granddaughter of someone that did something? What have you done besides beg people for money? Uh, Calling around family. Okay. The colonialism in Africa. How many people did that in Africa? What is her name? Ndileka Mandela, an author and climate activist. Of course she is. Appeared on Sunday with Laura Quinsberg. It's not too many S's. Where she urged Britain to acknowledge its role in colonizing parts of Africa and referred to climate apartheid as a painful ripple of its colonial legacy. Chick is out of her mind. She's out of her mind. If there can be an acknowledgement of what was done to countries to colonize, because we are still suffering a great deal from colonization in as far as our culture as Black people is concerned, she said, speaking from the COP28 climate. Come on now. It was war. People were conquering everything. That's pretty much how you get territory. That's every country that exists conquered the land in order to get it. Even Africa. There was a bunch of different tribes. Why are they countries now? So there has got to be first admission of the fact that, yes, we acknowledge that we displaced you as people, then we can talk of reparations. That's the conversations for people that actually did those things, not their children or their children's children's children. I mean, Nelson Mandela went to jail. Do you owe people some jail time? Pressed on whether she would want to see reparations from the royal family, she replied, yes, I would. I would too, if I get free money. That's where healing begins. Yeah, I would heal a lot with other people's money. Wow. Jesus Christ. That is not an attractive woman. If you are arguing with the next person and you come to a tiff, when you sit around the table and admit your part, both parties admit their part in the dissolution of whatever it is that happened, it is then that healing begins. If that happens, healing will definitely begin. Except this so-called healing comes with a goddamn paycheck. So no, I wouldn't admit to shit if I had to pay somebody. Even a lawyer wouldn't advise someone to do that. you out of your mind. Her remarks came 2 months after King Charles was praised for acknowledging the more painful aspects of Britain's relationship with Kenya during a historic speech notable for its contribution over colonial injustices. So he already did that. But now she wants money. Charles said at the time, we must also acknowledge the most painful times of our long, complex relationship. The wrongdoings of the past are a cause of the greatest sorrow and the deepest regret. They were abhorrent, unjustifiable acts of violence committed against Kenyans as they waged a painful struggle for independence and sovereignty, and for that, there can be no excuses. You don't need to make excuses. People want land. They'll take land. If you didn't have a government and a military right now, other people would take your stuff. They're not going to peacefully just coexist with you. The only reason we have some sort of a peace now in countries that are not currently being attacked is because they have a military defending them. Like, I don't, people live in this bubble of existence because their entire life has been somewhat peaceful and people aren't randomly attacking you in the street. But peace is really a social construct. It is not something that naturally exists in the wild. If you have things and other people want those things, they will take it. The only reason they're not taking it currently is because it's hard. If you make it harder for them to take it, then they'll negotiate with you and they'll use more peaceful means of getting it. But you don't need to make excuses for those things. Like, it's just how life works. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Mandela was then asked about the treatment of Prince Harriet. I don't care. I think that's it for that. She wants stuff. She believes in climate change. God, her face though. Anyways, until next time.